If you happen to come across a 1997 P. Jefferson nickel lying around in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer, don't be too quick to dismiss it. Because believe it or not, this simple-looking coin might just turn the tables for you. While most people would see a 5-cent piece and think nothing of it, a small group of collectors knows there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick around until the end of this video because we'll be breaking down exactly what makes some 1997 P. Jefferson nickels so valuable, and how you could turn one into real cash. And if you've got one, I'll explain at the very end how you can find out its actual value and where to sell it for the best return. Let's begin with the basics. The 1997 P. Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is represented by the small p mark on the obverse of the coin, to the right of Thomas Jefferson's bust. In total, the U.S. Mint produced over 515 million of these nickels in 1997 alone, so they're far from rare in sheer numbers. However, quantity doesn't always mean low value. What really makes this coin stand out are condition, variety, errors, and demand among collectors. First, let's talk about condition. Like all coins, Jefferson nickels are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70 being a perfect, mint state coin that shows no signs of wear, scratches, or damage. Most 1997 P nickels you'll find in circulation will be in poor to average condition. But the key is finding one in superb, uncirculated condition, ideally MS 65 and above. Coins graded at MS 67 or MS 68 by PCGS or NGC can be significantly more valuable. Some MS 68 examples have sold online for over $100 even without any error or unique variety. That's a lot more than face value, and it's just the beginning. Now let's look at what the market actually says. On eBay and other auction platforms, 1997 P. Jefferson nickels in mint condition or with certification are often listed with asking prices ranging from $10 to $150, depending on grade and presentation. Some auctions close at surprisingly high prices, particularly for coins in PCGS slabs with high mint state grades. One 1997 P nickel graded MS 68 full steps, meaning all the steps on Monticello's base are sharply struck and visible, was listed for over $200 and sold for just under $150. That's not bad for a coin most people ignore completely. And then there are the error coins. This is where things get especially interesting. Some 1997 P. Jefferson nickels have striking or planchet errors that turn them into valuable rarities. One common and desirable error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin isn't properly centered during the minting process and a portion of the design is cut off. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin. Another error that collectors look out for is the double die, particularly on the obverse where Jefferson's features or the date show signs of doubling. These are rare but not impossible to find. A 1997 P nickel with a visible double die error could be worth several $100s or more, depending on the severity and the condition of the coin. Let's not forget die cracks and cut errors, which happen when the die used to strike the coin is damaged. These imperfections can leave raised metal lines or lumps on the coin, and although they might seem like defects, they actually make the coin more collectible. One 1997 P nickel with a major die crack on the obverse sold for over $80. Not bad for a 5-cent coin, right? But it doesn't end there. There are also a handful of coins that were struck on the wrong planchets. A planchet is the blank metal disc a coin is struck on. Some 1997 P nickels were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for dimes, and as a result, the coin is both lighter and smaller. These minting mishaps are incredibly rare, but when they show up at auction, they make waves. One such error coin fetched over $500 at a major online auction. Now, one of the biggest keys to unlocking the value of your 1997 P. Jefferson nickel is the full steps designation. On the reverse of the coin, at the bottom of Monticello, you'll find a series of horizontal steps. When these are clearly and fully struck without interruption, a coin can receive the coveted full steps designation from grading services like PCGS or NGC. This makes the coin significantly more desirable to collectors. A 1997 nickel in MS67 condition might sell for around $30 to $50, but if it has full steps, that value could triple or even quadruple. Some collectors focus exclusively on Jefferson nickels with full steps, and they're willing to pay a premium for the best examples. Another factor that drives value is certification. Having your coin professionally graded and authenticated by services like PCGS or NGC adds credibility and often boosts the coin's selling price. Uncertified coins can still sell well, but buyers are more cautious. They want to know exactly what they're getting, especially when dealing with error coins or high grades. Now, let's explore what's happening on other platforms outside of eBay. On Heritage Auctions, one of the largest coin auction houses in the United States, there have been a few notable sales of 1997 Jefferson nickels. In high-grade, certified condition, these coins can attract intense bidding. One example, an MS68 with full steps, was sold for $276. Another coin with an off-center strike error was auctioned for over $190. These are not hypothetical prices, these are actual sales that prove the demand is real and strong when the coin meets the right criteria. On Etsy, while the prices tends to be less consistent, some sellers list 1997 Jefferson nickels for $10 to $40, even in raw condition. However, caution is advised, as not every seller is a numismatic expert. It's always best to compare prices across multiple platforms and consult reliable grading guides or auction archives before making any buying or selling decision. Social media marketplaces like Facebook groups, Instagram shops, and even TikTok sellers have also jumped into the coin game. Many are offering niche coins like the 1997 Jefferson nickel to eager buyers who are collecting modern coins or searching for error varieties. The excitement is real, and so are the prices, when the coin fits the bill. Now, if you're wondering how to check if your 1997 Jefferson nickel is one of the valuable ones, start with the basics. Check for the mint mark P and make sure the coin is indeed from 1997. Then inspect the reverse side. Do the steps on Monticello look sharp and uninterrupted? That could indicate a full steps variety. Next, look closely at Jefferson's face and the numbers in the date. Any signs of doubling? You might be holding a double die. Is the coin off-center or oddly shaped? That could be a planchet or strike error. Even slight differences can matter. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to be sure. Weighing the coin is another important step. A standard 1997 nickel should weigh around 5 grams. If it weighs significantly less or more, that could indicate a planchet error, or even a counterfeit. Yes, there are fakes out there, especially for high-value coins. The next step is taking clear, high-resolution photos of both sides of the coin. Try to capture the coin under good lighting, without any glare or reflections. If you plan to sell online, presentation matters more than you think. Buyers want to see every detail before they make a decision, especially for coins that are not graded. Once you have good photos, you have a couple of choices. You can list your coin on platforms like eBay or Etsy, targeting collectors who are actively looking for this specific date and mint mark. Make sure to describe your coin accurately, mention if it has full steps, any visible errors, and the condition. Or, if you think the coin is particularly valuable, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. While grading does cost money, it often adds far more value than it takes away. Coin dealers and coin shows are also good places to take your 1997 Jefferson nickel. Dealers can give you a free verbal appraisal and may even offer to buy it on the spot. Be cautious though, some dealers might offer less than the coin's actual value, so it's good to come prepared with price comparisons from online platforms. And now we come back to the reason you're watching this video in the first place. That 1997 Jefferson nickel in your hand or lying forgotten in a drawer might just be worth a lot more than 5 cents. Whether it's an error coin, a full steps variety, or a certified high-grade example, the market is alive and well for these coins. The trick is knowing what you've got, how to spot the signs of value, and where to sell it for the highest return. So here's what to do next. Go find your 1997 P. Jefferson nickel, take a good look at it, and then drop a comment below with all the details. Is it shiny? Any visible steps? Do you see any weird errors? Let me know everything, and I'll personally tell you the current market price and walk you through the best way to sell it.